I think competition is almost always good. So, whichever subnet, if two are competing, whichever subnet wins, um, that's good. It it benefits the system as a whole, and it's open source. So, you know, another subnet can still copy their code afterwards and make improvements where they see fit. But yeah, I don't see it as a negative thing.
What are your thoughts on subnets being sold to other people and these cold key swaps?
Yeah, I don't know fully at this point. Um, it seems like you can, if you buy a subnet, then you can start accumulating the subnet's token and make a lot of money that way if your subnet is valuable. Whereas like a subnet like BitCast, where, I started mining it on day one, and nobody had pre-mined it, so to speak. That seemed like extremely fair to me, right? Like, I almost didn't believe it. I was like, oh no, the subnet owner is gonna like, you know, have 100% of the emissions for the first few days or something like that. And it's like, no, it was pretty much. I started getting rewards like almost immediately. I think it was only we were only waiting on the YouTube API to provide the information on that. So, but yeah, like I'm unsure because how do you? It almost seems like a used car, buying a used car. If you're buying a subnet, like there could be issues with like, I guess they're known issues, which is like, there's basically been a pre-mine on the subnet, which is kind of against Bittensor's ethos, right? With the whole like, we don't want to do any pre-mining and, you know, uh, I almost wonder if it would be better to have like something where through magic, through magic, the subnet is reset. So everybody gets cashed out at whatever the current alpha price is, and we start at zero for that subnet. Again, it would have to use magic, but that would be the best approach, I would imagine. But yeah, I'm really torn on that. I don't know one way or the other because like if somebody's bought a subnet, they should be able to sell it. They should be able to certainly move it to a new key, especially if their existing key becomes compromised. So yeah, I'm not too sure on that front. I don't have a strong opinion.
Well, let's ideate some magic here. For a subnet that gets swapped, a hypothetical way to reset it could be you liquidate the entire pool and distribute it to the current holders, and then reset the token emissions to day zero. Could something like that work? Or what is your feedback on that type of idea?
Yeah, I worry about the liquidity required to do that, right? You'd basically be forcing everybody to sell at the same time, which I don't know the math of it, but I assume that that means everybody loses at least 50% of the value of their alpha when that happens. Right? Because if somebody sells, like price goes down. So if everybody sells, price goes down from, say it's at 100 right now, it goes down to zero. So I, again, I think it'd have to be through magic.
The idea that you holder would lose 50% there, some people would argue that that seems justified considering a cold key swap is essentially the subnet saying it's over, we're bankrupt, and it's someone new taking over and starting a new company.
Yep. Yep. Like I say, I don't have a strong opinion, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, well, we've done a decent amount of fudding, BitTensor. So what are you looking forward to? What are you most excited about? Whether specific subnets, BitTensor as a whole, what are you most looking forward to about the
I
future?
I don't I'm not excited for specific subnets I'm sorry, subnets out there, but I just love the market dynamic of selecting the best miners and the best subnet owners and the best subnets, the best validators. I love that all of that comes together, and the magic that comes out of that is that you don't know what is coming.